toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quickly out to the tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. On the run, it's Cooper.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hand off from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Took a shot as he threw.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll give it to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. The quick out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense in an empty set. Wants to go up top. He's got it. And they swarm him under. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping me.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Takes the handoff. It's Reese.
It's
Touchdown, Nebraska!
it is unblocked and go
It's a much-needed line for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you've got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. Right on the money. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost to fire on second down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brad.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Berry. He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air. It's Berry. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Knowles! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Knowles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Brings it down on the right side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the gun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and live to play another down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. He's going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like
right down the gut of the field. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Kickoff! What a way to set him up!
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can back the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The run from the shotgun. Got some room to run. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Huskers have it in scoring position on, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Dances away to buy time. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a 1-possession game. They trail by 8. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. But when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Good timing on the quick out.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to run.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Seminoles. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Here we go. Black 14.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a chance. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Wilson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the...
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense will get the first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Powers through the defender, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Stevenson. Using the quick game. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He's bringing it up. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the quick completion.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Finds his tight end. The discard, and he's running free. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Trojans are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Makes the quick grab.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Stevenson. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Finds a man on the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to you.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back to both.
He tosses one high playing deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and the breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Quick release on the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap it to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Connors. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in.
He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
USC 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Stevenson. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here's the pressure. Picks up what he can and then slides. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Stevenson. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, going to the air. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful.
Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys. That time,
it's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading. And that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Stevenson. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. On the move, it's Foster. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wormley. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster, a big loss as the defense was all over it. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Stevenson. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way, and the ball comes to rest right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That then rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Cheetos for the time being. They are up by just 1 over Oregon State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Bruce. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Burks. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions, football, you airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Bruce. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Ohio State 56, USC 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Connors. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your USC Trojans will take
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The give to the lone running back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. The short hands, it's Bruce. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point.
There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Burks. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
USC 10.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Burks. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Bruce. Snowed under by the defense. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
79, USC. 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents.
folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome, folks, to the classic Cotton Bowl, right in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last season's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Sooners will kick this away to start us off. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Texas's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Last time they played, it was Longhorns in a beatdown, horns up, and the Sooners have not forgotten about that.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. To see the Cotton Bowl half empty because all the OU fans had left early and all the Texas fans singing their songs and crying.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's the 20. Touchdown, Texas. There was no catching him in time. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Oklahoma Sooners offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Back to pass. It's Welch. Catch made on the left side. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
It's a nice game. We'll move the football up to the 27. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. And they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Taking a shot deep down the right side. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. The Sooners will have to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lane. Here he goes. They're held out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Will Roberts.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? He hands it off from the gun. Oh, he spins free. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to a 40.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Play fake, looking to throw. The pass is off target and hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Good throw to the right, looking for the first down. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see.
Looking for a deep completion. It's caught. Still going inside the 10. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play in that completion. The Sooners line up with a first and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The turn starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's a good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense. The offense starts with excellent field position. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Defense surrounds it, just a short gain on that completion. Offense breaks a level and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Welch. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sooners.
And they get the touchdown here, but let's circle back to the start of this drive. This is why good field position is so critical. They start this drive in good field position, and it puts the defense under immediate pressure from the start.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Caught by the receiver. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for a receiver. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught near the goal line. He will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And there's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. Some great history, not just the quarterbacks, running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
To throw, it's Welch. The pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Sooners will line up to boot it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a stop? What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side there, when grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big one, Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, and it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Longhorns. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. First down, looking for more now. They get him down to get Junior with an excellent run there. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking downfield, it's Welch. Receiver makes the catch. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The RPO caught to the right. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's stopping at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Finds an open target on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Again, moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wide out. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Texas.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Out Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Humphries. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Takes the handoff running off left tackle. Finding some room at the 25. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To throw, it's Welch. He escapes the pocket. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. Solid game. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. What a catch by the sophomore. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphries. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Tackle made after just a short game. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Jukes to get free. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
And it's taken right around the 35. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns. The energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Bringing it out, it's Humphries. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. On first down, it's play action. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Finds his target, and it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Powers through. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Incompletion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers.
Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Texas. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Fresh set it down for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 45. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to throw. It's Welch. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Football comes out, and the ball rolls out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but it's short of a first down.
Oh, my gosh. gosh, Chris, you can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Looking deep down the left side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He could go. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. It's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, long marks.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Humphreys. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. First and 10.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Welch. They pressure it and get it. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
And another sack here to add to their sizable tally on the day. Look, the game is over. It's time to run the football. At the very least, try some misdirection at the line. This offensive line has been getting whipped all day long.
Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's going to try to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? The offense will begin now with excellent field position. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
How about it? Another first down. The clock keeps ticking down as this running back's yardage keeps ticking up. He's piling up these yards as we approach the final stretch today in the 4th quarter.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
By another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Leaning on the run game here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Catch made on the right side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Play action here on first down. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's hauled in way downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks at the sideline. What a catch there to stay in bounds. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. The completion sets up a second down play. Back to throw. It's Welch. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of 17.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Pocket breaking down. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. So second down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes in this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.